Uh-oh. It's 7 o'clock on Thursday. Do you know where you're at? I know where I'm at. I know where I was, and I know where I'm at now. Hope you guys are ready. 'Cause I know I'm ready. Alright. It's that time. Let's kick it off. It's 7 o'clock. We're already late. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Drawing with Mad Mel. I am your host, better than the rest, Mad Mel himself. And I am back from vacation. Let me tell you what, I had a wonderful time seeing my people down in Florida, the Daytona Beach area. You know, that's where I was at. What's up, Sean? We got one person in the house. Man, we had a great time down there. Got to go swim, eat some good food, and just see some friends down there, and it was a lot of fun. Had a great vacation. Needed it, definitely needed it. Can say that I definitely needed it. If any of you guys have the ability or the funds to do so, go out there and get you a vacation. You need it. It brings you back, gives you a chance to just reset, regroup, and then you can do whatever you're doing. You know, you can't live and not play. You know, you got to try to get out there and try to experience some life. So, yeah, we definitely had a good time. Me and Lynn went out, saw my friends, got them. The Florida crew got to meet her. They liked her. She liked them, and we had ourselves a ball. So, I hope you guys didn't miss me too much. I didn't even think about doing anything involving with Drawing Mad Mel or the gaming while I was gone, because I just completely disconnected. Hell, I didn't even use my phone majority of the time. But you know, that's what was going on. That was cool. I hope you guys have been doing well since the last time I saw you, because I know I didn't stream. I haven't been on here in a while. Hey, Zatarius, that's one of the people that I saw when I was down there. But yeah, I hope you guys have been doing well. I hope everybody's been trying to do the best they can. And if you ain't doing that good, then, you know, just endure until tomorrow. It'll always get better, and not always the same old shit every day. It sucks, but it ain't always the same. You know, because one day, today will become tomorrow, and tomorrow will become today. So it's never the same future. It's always the present and the past. It's never the same. So just remember that. It doesn't always have to be bad. But anyways, we're going to go on ahead and get over here to this live stuff, and we're going to finish up this picture, Lady Nightshade, and then we're going to go on to something different. So I hope you guys are ready. Here we go. This is where we left off last time, that we were on the stream and doing this. We were working on her. I got everywhere up to the point of putting on, I think I put her outfit, I put the lace on the outfit at the bottom. I did the lace, I did a couple of things. Hopefully the signal stays strong. Moved the satellite again. Having a little difficult time with that because of the trees. Man, let me tell you what. As we're talking, I had a tree fall in my front yard. Half that, not a lot of people have. Or we don't talk to them or whatever, because, you know, sometimes people just don't. But, not saying that that's not a good thing or a bad thing. It's just, you know, that's just kind of how it is. But if you got an opportunity to talk to some people that, you know, that you have as a neighbor, they ain't insane, you know, give them a chance. Talk to them. You might meet some cool people. But be careful, though, because sometimes you do have lunatics that may live in the same neighborhood as you. And then you could be barking up a tree that would be causing a lot of problems. So, hopefully that ain't the case. But yeah, they helped us out, got that knocked out, so forth and so on. So now I got a bunch of firewood. Now I can chop it up and make whatever. Now you can make a whole bunch of fire stuff. I got everything I need. So that's cool. I'm kind of happy about that. So, hate the fact that the tree fell. You know, not really too thrilled about that. So, anyways, enough of me jabbering. What we're going to do here is we're going to give this picture a little bit of I'll give it a little bit of TLC here. I'll give it a little bit of life. Just enough to kind of make it feel like it's something really going on here when it's not, the illusions. Going to be a little slow on the pickup with the new videos, though. Took me a minute to get back to myself. Got hold of some gummies while I was in Florida, and boy, those things worked my ass over. Listen, man, there's some stuff out there. Some people may be thinking, oh man, gummies, what are you talking about, Mel? That's just silly. No. Listen, when I tell you that shit, man, we're on a whole different level of stuff now. Okay? So, things are stronger now, man. She'll flatline your ass if you ain't prepared. Oh, yeah. I like that neon blue and green around that. That looks really nice. Needless to say, yeah, we went out there. I bombed out hard. Knocked my whole crew down probably first damn day. That's the kind of person. But for those of you that don't, Zateris got demolished. I came in there. That's the thing. That's the type of person I am in my real life. I like the people I hang out with to have a good time, and I enjoy them having a good time. And no, I don't try to pressure people into doing what I do. Yeah, I don't drink anymore, but I do like the ground herb. If you know what I'm talking about. I mean, still got the overlords, and they're getting tougher now. They're cracking down on shit, yo. So, try not to piss them off, because I know some people that have been having a little bit of a complicated time with them. They're trying to play hardball now. They don't want to give no leniency to nobody. That's the YouTube for you. They're coming out with that new algorithm, and they want people to play ball the way that they want them to play ball, right? But anyways, so, we were out there. I was out there. Yeah, we were, didn't go too heavy or hard on anything, but the fact, oh man, that's going to bleed the whole picture out. Yep, knew it. We're going to have to leave it alone. We might just have to grayscale this. This may just have to be a shaded black and white piece, and I have to do some stuff with that. Or I might be able to do something different, but I know the eyes are just going to be what they are. Boy, this is pretty. Tell you what, that's really pretty. All right, now let's give her some background. And I'll do some story time while I've been gone. If you guys have any questions or want to know what was going on during the trip or anything, just throw it in the chat. You know how this works. If you're new to the channel, let me do this real quick. If you're new to the channel, this is the first time watching. Basically what we do, because I know I've been throwing these damn cards out, my business cards with all the information on it out like wildfire, and I got people doing it too. So if you're new to the channel, thank you for coming. If you've been here before, hey, welcome back. Basically what we do Tuesdays and Thursdays, I do illustration drawings of any type. You name it, I draw it. That's what I do. Sundays and Mondays, I video game, and I game with whatever the hell I want to game. So if you're here for the experience, I'm here to entertain. It ain't about what I'm playing or anything like that. It's just the fact that I wanted to have fun. Not phone, fun. Ha, telephone. But yeah, other than that, thank you for being here. If you don't like what I'm doing, that's cool. I understand. But also, I'm doing something different that nobody else on YouTube is doing. So you might be missing out. That's on you. So I'll leave it there. And to answer your question, Sean, yeah, I did go swimming in the pool. I don't go back in the ocean. And the rift current did me in. I'm not going back in the ocean again. Only time I'll be in the ocean is if I'm doing a cruise or on a boat. And if it goes down, then I have no damn choice. But I know how to swim in it, but that rift current did me in, man. That almost killed me, and that was enough for my ass. I don't need that anymore. Stayed myself in a pool. It was nice. Man, I ain't even been in a pool in 4 years. 4 years. Because of the whole, transplant stuff and everything. Haven't had a chance to go on a vacation, so that was good. Just to be able to sit in nice cool water, it was really cool. And another thing that was great too, which I found this out before before we left that the smell of chlorine is a reaction to chlorine that when it is activated by urine. So if you smell a chlorine smell, that means someone's been peeing in the pool, and we didn't smell any piss in the pool, which is great. So shout out to all the people that were in the pool that didn't piss in the pool. Thank you. Greatly appreciate that. I didn't have to swim in your pee during the whole time I was on my trip. I greatly appreciate that. And my friends didn't have to swim in your piss. So, thank you. Thank you very much for that. Hey, Demetria, welcome. Thank you for showing up. As you can make it. Man, let's see. Let's get to what we really want to talk about, because everybody's wondering, what did you eat, Mel? What did you have down there? What did you do for entertainment? Well, oh man, we went on a dinner cruise that was just through Daytona Beach and Halifax River. Takes you out to where you basically would leave to go on the boat launch to go out towards the ocean. Got to see that. That was pretty. You know, I got to do a lot of stuff that I didn't get to do when I lived there. That's a whole, and I got to do a whole therapy session show for you guys for that. Now, you know, it was nice to be able to go, to be able to see everything that we were seeing. I got some pictures. I may post them online. I may not. I don't know. It was just it was a nice moment, you know. And also we got to do something, because that was during the time that we were gone. Not only did I just hit, by the way, yesterday, I'm going to tell you guys this. Yesterday, I hit a 2-year mark of me having my kidney yesterday. I was too tired to even celebrate it, so I'm going to do it today. 2 years. 2 years of having this kidney, and it's been working well so far. So I'm proud of that. That's an accomplishment I'm happy about. You guys may not be that pumped up about it, but you know, the fact of the matter is, you go a long time without taking a piss, it'll change your life, let me tell you. And I am happy. I am happy. I've been through a hard struggle. Some of you guys know. Some of you more than others. That ain't nothing to be, you know, sad about or anything like that. But I have, and I did, and I'm just grateful to be here. I'm grateful to be where I'm at. I'm grateful that you know, I was able to go down, and just the small little things made me happy. Made me very very happy of my journey, where I'm at, the people I have in my life. You know, sometimes you don't realize how special you are to other people, and how special other people are to you, until like you have an opportunity to, you know, visit and see everybody, or you get that, you know, you get that information in return. And sometimes we don't think about that. You know, there's nothing wrong with telling the people in your life, if you care about them, how much you care about them. Do so. Don't be a dumbass. Don't wait until they're dead and then be sitting there like, oh man, I wish I could have said this and that to so-and-so. Go on ahead. Say it to them while they're alive. If you care for someone and you want to tell them, hey, love you, man. That ain't weird. You know, it ain't none of that weird stuff. That's just being legit, because one day they won't be there. And I can tell you, every single person that was in that room, I was happy about it. I was very happy about it. Wish there would have been some more wings. Just saying. Wish there would have been some more wings. But if it meant that all the wings were gone, at least it wasn't a bunch of stuff left over. Alright. I'm going to give you shit about that. You know who you are that I'm talking about that. I want to give you shit about that. Not because I was really as hurt about it. No, I wasn't as hurt at all. I just, you know, thought about it. I was like, damn, I'm kind of hungry. And then, boom, we saw it. But it's okay, you know. Like I said, food's there to be eaten, not to be just sit there and observe like it's a fucking Porsche or something. Because that's stupid. How's that look? I don't like that. We'll do skin tone. Other than that, the dress is looking amazing. I like this. This dress is amazing. But yeah, we went, saw that. What else did we do? Besides swimming, man, we did a lot of swimming. A lot of swimming. Caught up on a lot of damn swimming. I can tell you guys that much. That I did do. I caught up on a lifetime of swimming I did not do. I'm trying to think. Other than that, I mean, you know, we didn't do any tourist stuff. Like I said, I used to live there. I lived there almost 6 years in that area in Volusia County. So it was just me coming back, having a vacation, and getting over some traumatic stuff that happened when I was there. You know, time can help you with a lot of stuff, guys. I think today is just going to be a motivational episode while I'm doing some of this. Because I don't have anything to complain about. There ain't nothing to really complain about. I just want everybody to know that, you know, time can change things. You know, if you give it an opportunity, time can change your life. Time can change the situation. Yeah, there's you know, that individual. If you know me, you know who I'm talking about. A lot of you know who I'm talking about. And, you know, I used to be really, really screwed up about that. I was screwed up about the situation. I was screwed up about being there. That person, she screwed me up a little bit, but I got past it. Not the fact that I could just be like, oh man, I forgave the situation and went on. No, I mean, there's too much compounded shit there. But you're so happy that I was able to go see all my friends in Florida. Thank you. Yeah, Dimitri. Yeah, I was very happy to be able to do that. Very happy. I'm very happy that I had that chance to go. But what I was saying is just, you know, I didn't let that really take over my life anymore. It did for a while. It had me in a bad shape when I first came back. I was like a shell of myself. Wasn't the same person. Just hard. Just a hard time. But now I look at it. I have a much better woman in my life. Much better situation going on. I got an organ. I got things to be happy about. And some of you guys might be like, well, fuck, that's nice for you, Mel, but blah, blah, blah. I ain't got this. I ain't got that. Don't worry about what I have and what I don't have, okay? Don't worry about that. All right? That's another thing, too. Don't worry so much about what the fuck other people are doing and what they have and what they got. You know? Just don't sweat that shit. That shit is just nothing to keep you off your grind of what you're doing in life. So, you know, stay focused. Keep working on it. Whatever it is. Hell, it might be a video game. It might be something real. Who knows? But keep pushing. Keep pushing. Yeah, I did a lot of Red and Black. I've been playing, which I'm not gonna play the online version with the other friends. Maybe I might. I don't know. I have connectivity issues sometimes with the game, so I didn't want to get frustrated with it while I was playing it on here on the stream. Hey, Volse, welcome, buddy. Yes. But we've been playing, me and the crew. Volse's one of them. Zotarius is another. The Duchess, myself, Sloth, and JoJo. These are just some people that pop up in here. We've been playing this game called V Rising. It's a vampire game similar to it looks a lot like Diablo, plays like Diablo, but it's a little bit different because you get to build yourself a castle and you get to build stuff, and there's a crafting element to it. Yeah, I know, it's weird. Some of you are like, what? What are you talking about, Mel? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh yeah, her dress is amazing. I don't know it's beyond pretty. I'll tell you that much. This dress is beyond pretty. But yeah, we've been playing that. So vampires have really been on the mind because that's who you play as a vampire. Now some of you might be like, oh my god, vampires, here we go with that again. No, great, another game like a vampire. I mean, you know, I'll tell you what, make your assumption about the game when I play it on Sunday, okay? Because I want to start straight from the beginning. Oh, that is horrifyingly not what I wanted. But I want to start from the very beginning, okay? Now, this is going to be tedious because there's a certain look I want for her dress. Because not only is the trim and the lace gonna be blood red. Okay, like I've seen this before, like a dress like this. There was a girl I knew when I used to go to the Salvation in Nashville for goth night. There was some girls that would wear Victorian dresses, boy, and they would be wearing some shit. Look, I know for a fact a lot of them were working for literally rent and to buy a dress. Okay, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. If that's what you want to spend your money on, go for it. But I know that that's what those chicks were doing. They were spending their money on rent, utilities, normal living stuff, and then they're like, all right, well, I'm not having to work my little peddly job. I'm not shopping at Hot Topic no more. I'm buying boutique stuff. You need more Vampire Masquerade. See, we need more Vampire Masquerade if that that was multiplayer or online. Yeah, no, I would love that if Vampire Masquerade was online. That would be great. No, I wouldn't have no problem with it. That would be my MMO, boy. Like, everybody wants me to play an MMO. You gotta have the game's gotta be right for me to play MMO. I love Final Fantasy. It just I ain't got it in me to grind with that. I ain't got it in me to grind with certain games. But, yeah, definitely. I definitely want to take a look at that and try that. But V-Rising's a fun game. You guys are going to want to see that on Sunday. I want to be playing that. I want to start from the very beginning on a solo campaign. I want to tweak it a little bit so that way I can survive it. I don't know if I can stream it, like I said, because the fact of connectivity. That has a tendency to either lose connection or have issues where it boots me. Hasn't done that today, but I'm not going to take a chance, and I don't really want that to happen while I'm trying to stream the game for you guys. Okay, so, but that's going to be a fun game. Also on the roster, and since we're talking about games, there's this game coming up, and I'll let you guys, if you want to donate for me to get this game, that'd be great. If someone wants to be nice enough and, you know, sponsor and get it, that would be cool too. But there's this game coming out, I think in either July. It's called the Greyfield. Shit, help me out here, Volsay. What is it? Greyfield. I think it's called like the Greyfield Experience or the Greyfield Incident. Yeah, Greyfield Incident. That's it. Anyways. It's a game. Let me turn this damn music down in my headset because I don't know if it's loud on your guys' end or not because I'm rambling today because I feel like talking. So, the Greyfield Incident basically is a game of you playing a guy that I suppose is like, yeah, UFOs and aliens are a bunch of hooey. I don't believe in that shit. It ain't real. And then you start dealing with aliens abducting. I think they abduct your child. I think they start mutilating cows around where you live. Then they start coming in the damn house. And they start roaming around outside. That game looks like it's going to give me an absolute fucking heart attack. But, you know, if I'm going to die from a video game, at least I'll let you guys watch me pass away that way because that game looks horrifying. I don't play horror games. I don't really particularly care for all that. It ain't the fact that I get scared. You know, yeah, exactly. A lot of those big-headed pieces of shit. But, you know, it's not the fact that I'm like, oh my god, I'm scared or something like that. It's the fact that I have a very vivid imagination, okay? And it's already a bad place, just me existing. Like right now, I'm gonna think up some wild shit that probably would drive most of you insane or put you in a damn asylum, you know? And then I play some shit like this and then my mind goes wild. Plus also where I live is kind of out there. I ain't going to say where I live, but it's a little rural. Yeah, Thorn wore dresses like this. Yeah, a lot of people did back in the day. But you know, the game is going to be an experience like no other. I will definitely put a link, and I guess I'll just put my I'll put my Cash App on there or something. Try to figure it out, see how it works for that, or I'll put better yet, not even put Cash App. Better yet, So go to the right place, and it won't be any reason for there to be any hiccup. I will put my Steam name on there. If you want to help me out, you can go to Steam. If you're part of Steam and you want to just throw me, a couple of bucks for me to try to get it, or if you want to try to be nice and throw it to me as a surprise, hey, watch this, Mel, or play this, I will. Just like Zataria sent me that, for Sekiro. I've tried to piddle on Sekiro by myself. That game is very, very hard. I swear to you. It is not the fact of me being able to get the timing right. That has nothing to do with it. Timing is not the issue. It is not the issue at all. It's it's the balance of the game. I know there's some people that have a hard on for that. I know I played Elden Ring. I ain't gonna lie, I got to a certain point in Elden Ring, and I started using some exploits to help me through the game because it was very difficult. I ain't got no shame. I'm older now, and yeah, sometimes I'll use a cheat mod or two on a game, and I don't care. Cancel or console command or some kind of shit. I'm there for the gameplay and the experience. I don't care if I have infinite health or if I don't. I don't care if anything. I will tell you this though, just for the simple fact that I like to make sure that the gameplay is not being jeopardized. Even if I put infinite health on, I don't ever put it where I don't take damage. Okay, so yes, I can possibly have infinite health, and some of you might be like, well, you're just cheating anyways, no, it doesn't matter, cheating. Well, you might think that, but if I don't take any damage, but I figure out how to do the shit, and then I can do it without using the exploit, like for example, I did a quarter of the way through the end of the game using exploits, okay? And in Elden Ring, there's a sheath attack that you have to time it. Okay, timing you can't cheat with. Timing is a skill. All right, let's get that straight before anybody starts talking mess in the chat about this. Timing is all about an actual ability. Now, everything else that's going on around you, yeah, that's frustrating. Oh boy, I got this person kicking my ass. I got this happening. All these add-ons and stuff. Okay, fine. But when I was doing PvP, like player versus player, doing a PvP match, and I did it with my friends, and we were going back and forth killing each other. Me, Satarius, Volse, Sloth, Major. We did that. We were running around hitting each other, and it was cool. And then I went out there into general population with all the rest of those hobos and bums. And let me tell you something, I was handling it. Okay? There are other people with all these extra mods and shit doing all this extra stuff. They had all these extra add-ons for their swords because they did some kind of special shit or whatever it is. Oh, I put this much time in and I got it leveled up right. Okay, that's cute. But all it takes is for me to just line up with you, get you where I need you to be, and pop your ass one hard time. And boom, half your health bar, if not the whole damn thing, is gone. Okay? Like everything was built up on that, and it was just timing. It was all like you throw a hit, I roll. You try to stab, I move, sidestep, bam, hit your ass. You're done. You're finished. It was over with. I did that, and yeah, I kind of, that gave me a finesse of figuring out when to, because yeah, I may not have lost the health, but that happened. Now, there might come time to time, I'm going to tell you this, because I feel like me being transparent with you guys is nice. The majority of the games, I want to try to play without any type of extra shit, okay? I want to try to play it without any extra stuff. Try to play it legitimately, I guess would be the best way to put it. But, if I want to finish the game and I feel like, oh man, I ain't going to get finished with this, I'm not going to sit there and waste all my time trying to do that. Obviously, you see, I got other stuff going on. I got other ventures going on, but I still like the game. So, if there's something to help me push along, I'm not going to have an experience. They got my damn money. What else do they need? What else is there to prove? I paid my money to the company. They got my damn money. They got my money. So, what do I got to prove? I ain't got shit to prove to nobody anymore. I used to want to make a big scene about it. Like, shit, I did this. But, after a while, it's like, do I really have that kind of time to just sit and do? Not really. But, you know, like I said, I want to try my best. I want to do the best that I can. But any game that I'm playing, if it starts, now, I will tell you, some of the emulators I can't really do much with. Some of it, it's like manipulating save data. Like, you can turn on certain things and then save the game and it'll have it there. So there might be times you'll see something like, for example, Vagrant Story. I did that because I needed a key that I could never find. And when I did that, it gave me all the damn keys. Now you might be like, oh, God, Mel, now the experience is gone because now I don't get to watch you struggle. Well, you know, kiss my ass. I found the key. Okay? I've been playing that game since 2000. All right? 2000. Okay? There was like 3 keys I couldn't find. And I'm talking about I went all the way back to the beginning area and then come back, and son of a bitch, I did again. Went back to the beginning area, looked for the key, couldn't find it, went here, went there, looked all over the place, and then one of them I found like 4 years ago, before I lost my kidney, or the whole kidney situation. I found one damn key. And it was in a room in the catacombs I didn't even know existed. It was up in the roof rafter area of one of the rooms that after you get out and near the end, you can climb up, but you have to move a box and look up there. There was a whole bunch of shit I didn't even know. I didn't even know the box was even in the room. Wasn't even in the room. So what are you supposed to do with that? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm getting at, guys, is that kind of stuff. Now, I want to get through the game. I want to show you. We'll have a good time. It's okay. You'll be alright. Most of us are older in here, and some of you that want to be like, man, you ain't a real gamer. Okay, fine. You can say that. No problem with it. I'll take that stripe. Taking it for a long time. But, there are certain games that I can play that I don't use exploits, and I'll put your money where your mouth is on that. I'll say that, and I'll leave that alone. I'll tell you this much. I don't hear people talking that kind of mess about Kingo, Master Bushido on PS2. I'll chop your ass one time and let you bleed out. That's a definite. I've mastered that game without no exploits, and I'll probably run through that again. Hit all the dojos. Do all the shit that I gotta do all the training, do all the water training, helmet training, all that stuff, breaking swords you can't get again because you have to use specialty swords to do special abilities. Yeah, we'll do that. I'll play that game, let you guys see what that whole challenge of becoming a samurai. And then you chop somebody, one hard pop, and then boom, they got that damn bleed out. And you just back off of them and embarrass their ass and let them die. And, sometimes I do that with real people I play the game with. And, yeah, it's kind of dirty. I ain't going to lie. It's a very dirty tactic. But you got to use it in the damn game. Because sometimes you fight people that can do a power strike and almost take your whole damn health bar. Because all they do is just powerful hits. But, yes, I leaked. See, Volsei found out because we were playing the game. And back when I was in Florida, chopped him, and he was like, "Oh man, am I bleeding out?" And I said, "Yep." And I backed up to the edge of the ring that we were fighting in the dojo, and he was like, "Oh, what do I do?" And I just was like, "Good luck to you," and I let him bleed to death. And I just do that because it's Because, the only thing that's going to happen is either one of two things. Either you can get in there and you can kill them fast enough and then you'll win. And then you don't take a loss. Cool. But you got to be quick. You got to be fast. And when you come in there, because it ain't like no damn Rurouni Kenshin or any shit like this. This is like the closest thing to a samurai simulator that they ever made. I don't think they'll ever make anything like this. So, if you ever get your hands on a ROM and an emulator for the PlayStation 2, get your hands on Kingo Master Bushido. Get your hands on that. Definitely guarantee you need that in your arsenal if you got an emulator or a PS2. Great game. Came out at the very opening of when the PlayStation came out. If you get a physical copy, it even still has a blue a blue back on the disc. That's how old that game is. Like phase 1, but it's still great. Didn't age very well. There's another game coming out soon on Steam that's supposed to be the predecessor to it, just like that other game that's coming out that's supposed to be a predecessor to Jet Set Radio Future. I think it's like Grind Session something. But we'll see. There's some shit coming out. We'll see. We'll see what these games are going to do. But definitely new stuff coming out. I'm going to try to play as much as I possibly can for the streams. Try to do some new stuff. Try to be on the newer games. Maybe get some people watching, paying attention a little bit more, especially on live for that. So, God, man, this little lace is taking longer than what I really invested in. I mean, it's pretty, but damn, you can't really see it from far away. So, hey, what's up, Simon? I should play. You know what? I just don't even care about those. I don't really feel those games anymore, man. I played all the Yakuza games, and it got very arcadey. They jumped the shark with this and shit the bed on it, and I don't know, man. I might. It's got to be something really worth my time for me to really screw around with that game, because, like I said, I've done all the other games. I did all the rest of them, and they were all right. I ain't gonna say that the Yakuza games weren't good. They were all right, but a lot of them were just, you know, it leaves a lot to be desired. Like, you got to really be into those kind of games if you want to play those. But I might. I ain't gonna say I'm not. I might give it a try. But, you know, playing a couple of them, it kind of put me in a weird headspace with it. It was like, well, I mean, I did it, yeah. And after that, I was like, well, shit, you know. I kind of got it. Just felt like the same damn game, just reskinned. Kind of like Dynasty Warriors, from like Dynasty Warriors 4 up to I think like 7 or 8. Felt like the same damn game. And it almost felt like Madden. It was just they were coming out with new shit all the time, and it really wasn't changing anything up. There wasn't anything being done different. It was always the same stuff. Now, I'm not saying that the game was bad, no, because I enjoyed the hell out of it. But, you know, it's what I'm getting at now is the fact that I like substance more than the quantity. You know, like if you can have 40 of the same damn game out, yeah, but if it ain't keeping my interest, like me playing video games these days, I have to have something that keeps my interest, because my interest goes, I don't even care about it. I just don't care. And that's kind of where I'm at. It ain't the fact that I don't like playing video games. It ain't the fact that I don't want to play. It's just the fact that, oh man, this game ain't doing it. This game is not doing it. And I mean, there's been a few games I've even had people bring up to me like, man, you need to try this. I tried, and I'm like, this game's trash. What the hell? You know, like I can't keep up with it. It ain't keeping my interest. I'm like, oh man, give it a chance. And I go back and I really try to put my all into it. That looks sloppy. I don't like that. That just looks like 5-year-old shit right there. I'm not saying that a 5-year-old can't do art, but I mean, you know, I'm a grown ass man that knows how to do this shit, and this is my life. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a long drawn. I'm probably going to push until 8 o'clock. I'll be done with this in that time frame, hopefully. But no, I mean, so it's not a bad game. I looked at it. I looked at the Inshin Like a Dragon. I've seen it. It's quirky. And it looks a little silly, like typical Japanese games and anime. Only game I'm really hyped up on right now is Armored Core. I want that. That's what I want right this minute. If there was anything I could get my hands on, if there was anything that someone could send to me to play, I would jump on Armored Core in a heartbeat. I got some shit on my hard drive I'm willing to delete. Don't even care. Don't even care. Don't even care. Those games are just gone. If it said, oh man, you need 100 something gig, bye. Bye. Get out of here. Get off my hard drive. You had your chance. You know, you didn't entertain me. But Armored Core will get it. And to let you guys know, what is Armored Core, you might be asking. What is Mel talking about, Armored Core? Well, let me tell you, it's a mech game, okay? Bipedal robots. Big boys. We're not talking about little small, like Terminator-sized robots. We're not talking about power armor from Fallout, where you just step in an exosuit. We're talking about the big boys. You get in the cockpit, you fly the damn ship around, that kind of stuff. This stuff I like. I like that. I like bipedal robots. I got more than enough anime about that, especially like military mechs like Gundams and shit. Like, I got anime out the wazoo about that. All different types. But that's the game I want to play. And that game is a lot of fun. I love mechs. And any game that has a mech in it, I'm more predominantly going to probably play that more than anything else. What the hell happened there? Nothing. Okay, so that was just a fluke. But yeah. Yeah. That's what's out there. Damn it. Huh. Yeah. Trying to think, is there anything else? Really haven't thought of any other real games at this time. Oh, whatever the hell that game Star Citizen, I wanted to play that again, but I ain't got the money to really invest in that game. That game is amazing. It is by far what everybody wants in a space game. But wait, Mel, there's that game that Bethesda's going to make. Yeah, well, things that Bethesda make is great, but I mean, not everything that they make is always solid. We all know this. Every one of us that's on this channel or that is visiting this channel, you may not even be a gamer, but you've heard of Bethesda. You've heard of Fallout or Elder Scrolls like Morrowind or Oblivion. Everybody's heard of Skyrim at least once in their life. Child, nephew, cousin, daughter, son, somebody's said that. Street Fighter 6 comes out next week. Yeah. See, there's too much shit going on, man. See, Street Fighter's coming out, and I got my hands back. I've been playing Street Fighter Capcom vs. SNK. I've been playing Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. I've been playing the hard shit, getting my hands back, and I'm coming out of retirement for that. But I will tell you this: my patience level for spammers is almost turned me murderous at this point. Like, I can't deal with that kind of shit. I can handle it to a certain degree, but at a certain point it's gonna start messing with me. That's why I can't stand playing shit online, like, against other people. There are people that are like out there that are just monsters, and I respect that. If you beat me, cool. But then there's other people. Now, I'm not saying this to anybody that I personally know. This is not towards anybody I personally know. Because I know there's some people that are really good at just spamming a couple of moves. I'm not going to expose you because, that's your thing. I'll let you have it. I don't care. That's fine. But I'm talking about the assholes that are online that just exploit shit and will not back off of that. They just get on it. Needless to say, we'll say Zangief is still broken, okay, because they never fucking changed his hitbox. I don't know if they changed his hitbox in this game, and to be honest with you, I hope they do. He can do reverse counters now. He can counter out of a special move. It doesn't take much. One of his moves can grab you out of a Hadouken. I've seen that. I've seen gameplay of it, so that's trash. What else is there? Everybody's all hyped up about Chun-Li. She ain't any stronger. She's still about the same. Akuma's supposed to be in there, but, he's supposed to be old at this point. Ken's supposed to be ruthless because, but I think his storyline is about to come to a close. Ryu has become like the master of the fist at this point. He's an old, running around doing all this shit. Everybody's kind of chilled out since Bison died. You know, once Bison died, everybody went back to living somewhat of a normal life, to a degree, except for old Ken. Ken's having a hard time, but other than that, yeah, it's gonna be something. I think this dress is almost done. It's gonna be as done as I'm gonna fucking do it, because all of these are broken. And if I thought about the color scheme at the time before I took off for the trip, I would have just done the interlace this color and just been like finished with it. But no, I didn't do that, so now I gotta do it the hard way. Shit. But whatever. Yeah, Street Fighter's gonna be good. The customized characters, nah, that looks decent. I know you can make some abominations in there, some really disgusting looking stuff. And I know some people are really pumped up about making monsters in there to fight with, which is fine. But yeah, we'll see what Street Fighter's gonna bring. They're pumping up a big game about it being a badass game, but we'll see. Just like Mortal Kombat, redoing the timeline, going back to Mortal Kombat 1, since, you know, Liu Kang has now taken over for Earthrealm since the end of the game, the last one, Mortal Kombat 11. So he's supposed to be bringing back the Mortal Kombat tournament back to #1. So it's all supposed to go back to the very beginning of a brand new timeline. So who knows? They're trying to come out with a lot of shit this year. So we'll see what they bring out. We'll see what they have. Everybody will see. You know, hopefully it's not going to suck. Tekken's going to be coming out. They're coming out strong with that. For those of you that don't have a damn clue what I'm talking about, Tekken is another fighting game, but it's revolutionary in the way that it uses the buttons to, like, you know, certain buttons use your left and right arm and your kicks, left and right leg, so you do certain stuff. Yeah, so, you know, we'll see. I mean, I'll put it this way. You can make a video game. Anybody can make a video game these days. It doesn't take much. I mean, shit. If you really want to figure it out, I mean, hell, you can go on to hell, what we're on right now, YouTube. You can go on here and look and find someone who's doing it on Blender or Unreal 5 and find out how to do plugins and all that other shit. You know, and then once you figure that out, you can do it. You know, it's not a complicated thing. It just takes time, and it takes a little bit of mental capacity and a tad bit of know-how with computer programming, you know. But if you really... This is irritating. Okay, I'm done with that. I'm done. I can't keep that shit up. This is stupid. What? What are you doing? See, I don't know why it keeps doing that. Like, it's doing like a double tap thing. This is stupid. And it's right here, too. It's almost finished. Look at his ass. Yeah, I do, too. I look kind of forward into Tekken. I don't know, man. I just, there's some stuff with Tekken I'm excited about, but also there's other stuff that's going on in Tekken that I'm not. Like, man, they gotta fix that juggling shit, man. I'm telling you, the juggling stuff in fighting games has gotta stop, man. Keep their asses on the ground. Look, not all combos have to be you knocking somebody in the sky and beating them to death and not giving another person a chance. I think that's tacky. That's what's killed it for me for a lot of fighting games. Is just that knock them up in the air and don't let them down. And it's like, oh, okay, so you want to keep me up here because if I'm standing on the ground, I pull off a 12-hit combo that some of you may or may not know how to do. But if you do, you could decimate somebody. And, you know, if that's the case, they don't want to get their ass beat, so they keep you in the air. Or the developers are lazy. And I want to say this because I feel this to my soul. Some of these developers are lazy as shit. They don't want to do the right thing. They just want to just get it out. Now, we've all argued about this. Everybody on this channel, on my channel that have come in here, we've had this discussion at some point in time. Thank you, Vosto. Welcome. Welcome, my friend. Yes, but I really do feel like some of these developers are not paying attention to their clientele, their customers. They just, this is what we're going to do. We got X amount of money this time. Hey, how you doing? Welcome. You know, they do that sometimes. It's like, oh man, we got a bunch of money. We're gonna make this game, and yeah, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be great. This is our forecast, and then sure as shit they get in there, and then all of a sudden someone wants to pull money because they're like, well, I played this app game and it lets you just do this, and I don't understand, and you know, and then they start pulling funding, and it's like, well, we got to play the game this way. Let's see. How do you say your name? Endeavor the Hero. All right. I want Endeavor. I'm going to just call you Hero, if you don't mind. If that's all right with you, because you know I try to can't take my eyes off the screen while I'm trying to draw. I hope you understand that. You know, but yeah, I don't know, man. I want to be pumped up, guys. I really do. I want to be pumped up. I want to be excited about the new games coming out. But there's, you know, when you're, you know, you want to call it millennial or whatever the hell you want to call it, or whatever it's called. I don't know. All I know is I'm as old as the damn Nintendo. Okay, I'm as old as the regular Nintendo, and I've seen games come and I've seen games go, and I know one damn thing, there's a pattern. And every time that they do this, they did this shit with all the damn sports games, until finally they realized, okay, people just ain't caring about that. We need to make shit that really works. And that's when you start making games that you can create a character. People do it for the gimmicky aspect of it, but then they fuck up with the gameplay, and they do it every damn time. I can't even name half of them on my hands and feet, number them. But I know that Tekken did that. Started off in Tekken 5. You know, when they started doing that shit where they can stun lock you and knock you in the air. They did that. Killer Instinct, notorious for that. The whole game was built off of beating somebody to death in midair. Soul Calibur adopted that shit heavily. And when they came out with the Jedis, I think in 4, they started that shit. It's been off and on with Street Fighter. Street Fighter had it there. They gave you the opportunity to do fuckery if you decided to. They didn't put it there like, oh man, this is the only way to play. They just said, okay, well, if this is what you want to do, you can. Now, some of you may be like, Mel, you just suck at the game if you're talking about it. No, I don't. Okay, no, I don't. Because I've been at tournament level multiple times. I mean, I grew up playing games with like Simon Says. Enter your name here. I play games with him. Bare minimum, when we would play the game solo, we would have to have it on top tier difficulty. Okay, so and I played against him, and he used to beat my ass all the time. I ain't even gonna lie about it. That's why I got really good, because I got tired of getting beat. So I would just sit there and grinded so hard on that shit that nobody would play me anymore. They would just stop. But then that made them play harder. And then before long, we started getting draws and ties because we started getting that damn good. Then go to arcades and then started going to game tournaments. And before long, people were just telling, you know, it's bad when you go to a damn game tournament and someone tells you, hey, you can't use that character. We're banning that character from being used. Why? Because you're kicking too much ass with it? Maybe so. You know, and that sucks. How's that supposed to make you feel? It's a terrible feeling. It's a horrible feeling. You're sitting there whipping ass, and all of a sudden someone comes on like, oh, you know, sir, you're going to have to stop. You're making people feel bad in here. We'll get good. Oh, thank you, Demetra. Yeah. So some people just suck, and then they want to complain and have other people cater and make it easier for them. Fine, so be it. If you need the bumpers on the sides, then go for it. Fine, ain't nobody gonna kick your ass about it. But you know, just know who you're playing with. You know, some of us take this shit seriously, so you know it's one of those things. But that's me coming off my soapbox. I just think that that the gaming industry is losing touch with its people. Okay, that's what I think it is. I think that they're losing touch with their people, and I don't think that they're really focused on us anymore as gamers, or a large majority of us as gamers. I think that they kind of just getting lost in the sauce and they're not paying attention. And yeah, that's my 2 cents on it. If anybody's got anything that they want to add to it, go ahead and throw it down in the chat. You know how this works. I'm just trying to finish this so we can work on something else, and I got 4 minutes. You gonna do, man? You gonna fuck it up because you're trying to rush? No, I'm not. There we go. So, Hero, is this your first time here? Is this your first time being here? If it is, thank you for showing up. Glad that you've joined the group. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. Hello, Wrathful Sloth. Yes. Thank you for showing up and welcome. See, the gang right now is all playing. I'm seeing it as I'm going through the stream. I see them pop up every now and then. They're playing V Rising. They're hitting that shit hard because they gave us the ability now to build up like actual 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 6 is the highest level that you can go with a castle. So you can go 6 high straight up like a tower kind of deal. And it's really cool that they put that in there in this game. They really worked out some stuff on that game, and I'm quite pleased with it. So, yeah, more than likely, once I'm done with my stream tonight, I'm probably going to go back and do some more stuff on there. But yeah. Yeah, that's all I had about the gaming, man. I didn't, unless you guys got something to add to it or whatnot. I mean, it's got me kind of in a flux because I don't know, man. It just burns my ass with the gaming companies and industry, how they do shit. It just irritates me. I just feel like they're treating us. They don't care about what our opinion is. They want our opinion to make the game, but then after they make it, it's like they just drop us, or they don't care anymore. These flowers suck, man. Nah, it's okay. It's far away. I don't give a shit. It's far. I don't care. Well, we'll just do that. I want to do that old optical illusion. If any of you ever get this, you want to zoom in all the way, fine, be my guest. If you buy a copy of this, you know, a lot of different stuff. So here's a question for you guys. I'm just going to throw this up here, and all you got to do is just say yeah or no on here. There's some things I want to try to do, and I've been very hesitant with the next phase of what I'm trying to do. And I don't want to do this because it's not the fact that I'm begging. And that's the problem with this, is I hate begging for stuff. It makes me just sound weak. I know that sounds dumb, but it is true. I don't want to do that, but I know that there's something beneficial there. So I was thinking about, and yet again, here I am on this shit. So you can just be like, oh well, Mel's back on this bullshit again. But a Patreon. I was thinking about that while I was on vacation. How well would that be? And then I thought about it. Would people actually pay a subscription for me to be able to do what I'm doing? Now, you might be asking, well, what the fuck am I going to get out of this? Because I ain't just going to give you my hard-earned fucking money. What are you going to be doing for me? Well, that's the thing. I'm working out tier stuff. I was thinking of stuff, putting it on paper, writing it down. But needless to say, I would be able to do different shows, add some stuff for like a Discord channel for us to talk. Might even have something special for people who want a game, certain games that we can't play here or content I can't show on here. I would do it on there, just to get by with it and not have to deal with that, or have a platform to put it. Or if there is somebody that knows how to build a website and I can actually put my own shit up there, hit me up, let me know. I believe my contact information is in somewhere on my page. Let me know, because I know one thing. There's certain stuff people want to see, some stuff people don't, and there's certain things I know for a fact if we were able to put it up there, it would have a better place to work with it. Plus, also, whatever I do get from the subscription, which wouldn't be absurd. I mean, you would get some cool shit. I'm looking into some stuff. I'm trying to get things to give a good incentive to you guys. But needless to say, that money would be basically going towards running this operation. And what I mean by running this operation is I want to get the fuck away from Etsy. And I want to get away from Shopify and all that stuff. I'm tired of paying fees, man. I'm getting slaughtered in fees. Like, these fees are going up on every damn thing on their platform. And I believe by July or August is going to be ridiculous. Might be looking at almost like 30-40 cents per thing to put up. I'm going to get charged a whole bunch of shit just to have products out. And I need to figure something out, because I know you guys want to see stuff. I know some of you want to buy some things. I know this. I'm not unaware of it. And I mean, hell, if it meant that I had to go out there and buy frames myself and put an image that I print myself in a frame and sign it for you, I will. But that's where I'm willing to meet you halfway. But yeah, it's an idea. It's nothing in stone. I do know one thing though, that the people who are, I guess you could say, the ground up crew that ends up doing this, you guys are going to get something special from me. So when it launches, these are like, there are people who have like startups, and then there's some people that get like their name on a plaque when they built the building and shit, or build something. It'll be like that. It'll be like that to a degree. You guys will get something special. I'll have a Patreon thank you page. I got a lot of shit put up. It's just getting it to work. Or I could hire somebody if I had the money. One of these days I will. It's just looking for the growth, thinking of the future, but not getting too absorbed by it. I guess that's another thing I'll share with you guys. Always plan for the future, but always keep your mind open that it may change, or it could be something different. I don't know where this is going, but I know one thing, that the channel is growing big, and you guys are loving it. And I know that people are watching it. I know the artwork is great, and I know that the content is good. So that's what I'm getting at. And I know I'm jabbering a lot because I miss doing this. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I enjoyed my vacation just a little bit more, because it gave me a chance just to, lack of better words, catch up on sleep. Shit. I mean, if it wasn't for the fact of me possibly drowning, I probably would have taken a nap on the pool, just in the water, with half my body in the water. But, you got to be careful doing that kind of stuff. You can either fall asleep, if you got IBS, which I'm not trying to be gross, but if some of you got IBS and you fall asleep in the pool, you might shit in the pool, and that's bad. That's real bad. You don't want to be that person. You don't want to be on vacation and have an incident, and everybody's like, oh, that's that guy that shut the pool down, or that chick that shut the pool down, or the hot tub down the other day. You don't want to be that. You don't want to be that person. Some of you might be like, man, Mel, you're crazy. That would never happen, until it did. And then you're there with people that ain't on your team, that don't know you from jack squat, and they're like, hey, man, this guy did this. My vacation's ruined because of this person. Why did you let this man in here? You see what I'm saying? It can go downhill real quick, and then you'll start getting the eyes and then the whispers, and that shit in the pool. You don't want to be that. Some of you might be thinking, man, that would never happen. Yeah, well, a lot of us say, man, that'll never happen, and I could tell you right now, I can say this. I'm sure out of what I can see, the 6 people that are in this live stream, I can say at least half, if not 3/4 of them thought that, oh man, I ain't gonna piss on myself, and have at some point. You're human. You're going to do it. It's going to happen, or even worse. Okay, I can raise my hand to that. So, that's part of it. Anyways, I want to take a small little handbrake and back off, and let's see where she's at, because this is gorgeous. I love this. I love this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She's got that like Latin flavor to her dress. It almost looks like one of those dresses that like a Latin dancer will wear a little bit. It's very nice. What do you guys think? Throw it in the chat. Let me know what you think of the picture. It looks good. Should I color the fishnets in her skin or leave her pale white? What do you think? Let me know. Also, by the way, RC, great stuff. I ain't giving you guys any damn free promotion. So, but anyways, if RC, if you want me to sponsor, if you want to sponsor me, go on ahead. Love your soda. Not as RC soda tastes a little bit flatter than Pepsi and Coke, but it actually is pretty good. It doesn't have a lot of carbonation, doesn't get you all jacked up. Sugar content's not that high. Good stuff. I like it better than Coke, and that'll probably get me assassinated. Pale white is fine. Okay. Anybody else for the pale? Anybody else for pale or anything like that? If that's the case, I'm going to move on to the next part, and I'll just do some quick shade, boom, 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 tour, and then we'll be on our way to the next picture. Yes? Okay. Alright. Pale. Yummy. Okay. So, we at least got 2 for that. I got an idea. What I'm going to do for background. Because you know how much I absolutely hate leaving just negative space. It bothers me. Partially because I used to get a bad score on grades sometimes in high school when I was in art class. Because, well, you never put anything in the background. Now I do. I can't do a picture without having background. Beautiful drawing. Red color. Word. Okay. I think the transparency of her being pale and everything else around her will be a good contrast. I think that's going to play very well in that. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm looking for my brush. Now you guys get to watch me piddle around like a crazy man looking for brushes again. Oh boy, aren't you guys happy that you came to see your old pal Mad Mel running around here getting confused with his own shit that he has. His own stuff. Not really. I think I know where it's at because I moved it. Hey. There we go. Yeah. So what we're going to do is I'm going to give the illusion that there is broken wall. Okay. This will probably be better if I use that. Okay, so. Let's see what I'm doing is I'm just filling this in. So it's going to look like stone where she's at. A little bit. In certain spots, certain aspects of it is going to look like brick, stone, whatnot. And then it's going to be broken. And then I'm going to put that broken effect in there. It's going to look like it's a decrepit place. Like she's been standing in kind of a decrepit ass, I wouldn't say like mausoleum or anything, but it's not upkept. Oh yeah, that's it. I found it. Yes, sir. Look at that. I found it. Yay. There we go. That quick brush work. Quick brush work. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. There it is. Little cobblestone kind of deal. Was a little janky and convoluted right there, but it's fine. It's going to be okay. It's going to work out. Needed there for a reason. Do this on the outside, and then what we can do here is make this larger, and then we can do that. Actually, I probably should just there it is. Let's see, that gives it that look of, you know, older cobblestone kind of stuff. You guys like it. I know you do. You like it. You like what's happening here. And see, I even get, you know, that's like her companion or whatnot, because you know vampires sometimes have weird shit that they use as like a companion or a thrall or some kind of mess. So she's got that, you know, she's got that little guy. Let's see here. Do we have anything that we can add to? Some cracks would be good. Some cracks would be nice. You know, we put a couple of cracks in the wall. It would actually build that aesthetic of, oh yeah, look at that. We just break the wall a little bit, crack it up some, like right around here, and then it looks all busted and broken, like big chunks of what used to be, you know what I'm saying? And then we bring this back and it's all split and busted down there and a little busted down here, you know, just enough, nothing too out of sorts, you know. But we'll bring that there, bring this up a little bit, bring that jagged edge, that, bring that up, and then boom, now we got ourselves a busted background. Look at that, guys. Look at that. It's beautiful, you know. And then we'll come through with the number 3 to give it the definition, because everything needs a little detail, you know, kind of that way, bang. Tomorrow I'm going to look for some new music so we can have some new stuff coming up soon, music-wise. Because I think they sent me an email saying that there was some new music out in Epidemic Sound or whatever, so check out the new stuff or whatnot. I don't know. I always get some type of email shit. You know how that goes. You guys know. If you know, you know. There you guys go. Hey, look at that. Busted background. How you like that? You liking it? Does that make you feel good? Is this the kind of goth stuff that you want? Is this what you wanted to see? This is what you came for? You missed this. I know you did. I know you did. How did you enjoy your weekend, your Saturday and Sunday and Tuesday without me streaming? Was it okay? I'm sure you guys didn't miss it. I know you guys probably didn't. You probably had something on TV that you enjoyed watching, you know, or not. You know, if you missed my show, let me know. I want to know. Did you miss my show? I want to know. Did you miss my show? You know, there ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm curious. I'm asking because I'm curious, not because I'm making a big deal out of it. Okay, so that's what it looks like with the gray. Okay, I might need to change that up some. I might go for a slate gray, just a little bit, just to keep it. I understand, Volse. The show must go on for his life to live. That's one person. I'm glad. I'm glad. You kind of had to show in person, though. But that's okay, though. That's okay. Some of the rest of the gang didn't. You missed it. Hard. And there we go with another damn broken line. Ooh wee, I'm not doing this. Well, thank you. Thank you guys for letting me know. Anybody else miss me on here? I missed you guys. I did. I ain't gonna lie, I missed streaming. The night that we got ready to go, I was gonna try to stream that Tuesday, but man, I had that tree fall and there was so much shit going on, I couldn't do it. it just wasn't able to work out. I had everything ready, and then boom, that tree fell, and I was like, oh man, I'm going to have to just say no. But there we go. All right. And what we'll do here is I want to put a very faint like line back here, and we'll put the moon there. We go. All right. Thank you, Dimitri. I missed you too. I was like, you guys did miss your old boy. Well, that's good to know. It's good to know. You know, I like to know that, you know, people like my work and they like what's going on and they like the channel. That helps me. That gives me a boost of, you know, hey man, I'm doing something here. I'm really doing something, and that's cool. So I thank you guys. Thank you guys very much for that feedback. And there we go. And back there, we're gonna put some really dark grass. And the night sky. And what are we going to put back here? We're going to put back here. We're going to put some. I'm going to put some stuff. Oh, this is a good song. I like this song. See, that sucks. Yeah, some of the grass is going to be busting out of the concrete because we all know that grass comes through, you know, stuff. You're going to have vines growing on the, you know, some of this brick will have, you know, grass growing out. Because, you know, she comes here every so often, see what's going on. See if, you know, somebody will show up. See if memories of the past will be back. You know, that's the only thing about being a vampire I would say would be so damn hard to deal with, is the immortality and the constant void of nothingness. Would, you know, you could sleep for a decade or century and just, you know, just stay asleep and be stuck in memories and echoes. I mean, yeah, to some degrees it might be fascinating, but then again, you know, over time it would probably get kind of old, you know. At least I would think so. I would think like after a while it would get kind of like, shit, I'm tired of this, you know. But yet again, never been immortal to know, so I mean, you know, never had enough immortality to know what it's like, so I can't really harp too hard on that. There we go. Get some vines in this piece. But see, we're going to make these vines big. Okay, like they've been like some serious overgrowth. There we go. Yeah, like that. You see, guys, like some overgrowth. You know, like, oh man, these vines are out of control. Um, you know, some of these will have thorns on them. You know, they'll have prickers on them because, you know, sometimes that'll happen. You get vines that have prickly things on them. I always hated those prickly things. Same thing with those little shits that are in the grass too. If you're walking barefoot, it's like a weed or some kind of mess. But you get out there and it stabs you in the foot and it hurts. I used to hate those damn things when I was a kid. Many of you probably know what the hell I'm talking about too. So if you do, cool. If you don't, you know, they look like little bitty things out in the practically just out there in the grass. You'll see them if you've been outside ever. They look like little patches in the grass. They suck. Just stay away from them, especially if you're barefoot. They're trash. All right. So we got that. We got the grass. We got some weeds. We got some brush. Is this a brush? Oh. That is. Now these rocks that I'm going to use here are supposed to be used for a waterfall, but I figured why not, since, you know, we're here in a castle that's just overgrown with shit, you know, and it would have moss rocks. It would have some. I wouldn't say that it wouldn't, you know. There'd be rocks and pebbles all over the place from where it used to be. Look at this shit. It's great. Look at that. Pebbles and rocks. Some more random pebbles. Some more big ass rocks. Like, we'll put this big rock out here. Boom. And it's like, oh man, remember the big rock at the end of the path or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. And then we got some more rocks over here. Now these are more, those little tan ones are more for that. But these, that could be everywhere. That's like normal debris. Boom. See? Look what we did there. We got some good stuff. Alright. Let's go on ahead and darken this up right there. Give it a little grass. And then we'll hit it with a little gray. Right about there. And then this little area here, we'll also hit it with some more grass. We'll hit it with a little green to give it that transparency that, oh boy. Well, you know what? Whatever. We'll have it torn up. Yeah, why not? Why not? Why not just have it all busted up and just there? That's fine. You know, it used to be something, now it's not because everything's withered away and she's just walking the night. And that's cool with me too. So the next thing that we need to do is we need to find something to use for stars. And I have stars, but I need to find them. See, that's like bark. Oh, thank you. Okay. I'll shrink this down just a little bit. Try to give some of these branches. I want to give some dead branches coming from here. But I had another brush, guys, but I don't know. I think what happened is I installed it and then it got deleted somehow. And I don't remember how I deleted it. I think I was screwing around, not paying attention kind of deal. You know, what I normally end up doing. not really focused on what is happening, and I ended up losing it. There we go. Well, make something out of nothing, right? There we go. We'll give a little creepy, you know, and then we'll do that. Give the little backdrop enough, just enough, not oversaturated, but just enough to make it look like something. You see? There. Now, we got all that done, and then we gotta get a little grass in here. Fun touches, and then after this, we can shade her up, and then I think we will be done with her tonight. And I will set up the next picture, but you guys know what the roster is. Sunday, we will be doing we'll be doing gaming. I might do something Saturday. I don't know. If I do, you know, I may or may not. I think I'll probably take a break, guys. I need to do some shit around the house. So definitely Sunday. Sunday I'll be back. So there's a question for my audience. Would you prefer a picture in a frame, or would you prefer it to just be loose poster that you can frame yourself? And if you wanted one, what would be a good price for you that you would be comfortable? You personally, okay? I want everybody that's on here to basically put something down. If you feel comfortable with, let's say you just won a, damn it, her hair is going to turn green. Shit, I ain't happy with that. Fudge. No. Alright. So let's say, oh man, poster. Let's say 11 by, you know, normal poster size. We'll just say like, 11 by 16 or some kind of shit, maybe a little bit bigger. Okay? And you want it, we'll start with, just a regular poster rolled up, you know, in a cardboard tube sent to you. How much would you be willing to spend for that of one of my pictures? Be honest with me. I want to know, because I got stuff sitting right now that I need to price tomorrow, because I got a whole new slew of inventory, and while I got it there and I still have that damn Etsy shit, I mean, I might as well just use it while I got it until I can figure out something different to be able to make it easier on myself. So what I'm doing is I'm asking you guys for your input, so that way I can try a different type of pricing margin and maybe make a little bit of coin. Frame is fine. Okay, and how much would you pay for a frame? How much would you pay? Because these frames are going to be a little bit more. They're running roughly about $100 for a framed picture, but it's wood frame in glass. You know, it's it can withstand UV light because of the glass protects it from being destroyed by UV light. So usually have them about $100, maybe a little bit more, just depending. But that's what you're looking at. So would you be fine with that, Sean? If you had to pay like $120 for a framed poster, is that something that you would spend your money on? Would you spend that? And also everybody else, you know, let me know. Anybody else here? Don't be shy. I'm not gonna get pissed. I need to know. I'm asking you guys because I try to be fair and I try to break even, and it wasn't even. I had to charge way more to break even, so I'm trying to figure out how to finagle this to work. Because I know 100 is fine. Okay. So we got one for $100 for a framed picture is fine. What about the rest of you? You know, framed, unframed. What would you say? You know, give me something if you guys don't mind. Just throw me a number, throw me something up in the chat. Or if you don't want to, that's cool too. If you don't want to, if you don't want to say, then you know that's fine. I'm not going to put you on blast or anything. If you don't prefer not to, that's cool too. But okay, so at least I know that about $100 or so would be okay in a frame. Okay, so that's something to work with. Anybody else, frame, unframed, poster that you would buy? What would be a good price? What would you like? An arm and a leg? Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. $100 easy. Okay. All right. So we got two for about that. I would say about let's say about the paper posters. Just no frame, just a poster. Reasonable price. Well, what would you guys say to about 15 to $20 depending on it, depending on what type. Is that doable? Would that be doable, or do you think 20 bucks would be too much? And by the way, this is very helpful, guys. I appreciate those of you that are throwing stuff in the comments and talking. This is helping me kind of get a general idea of what I want to do, because I don't want to give up on the merch, but I gotta figure out something. So this is helpful. Oh boy, look at that rain. That rain's gonna be nice, but we gotta come back. I need a little bit more. Wow, okay, 40 would be fine. Okay, good to know. All right, so about 40 bucks. Anybody else? 40 bucks for a poster, regular poster. What you say? Anybody else say yay, nay to that? Too much, too little? Because just asking, because like I said, I want to try to get this mark up and see how much it's going to cost to be able to do it. And I ain't gonna, and I'll let you guys. I'll reach behind the curtain a little bit, and I'll meet you halfway with this. Okay, so a lot of the money that goes to what you're paying for is not only just the item, but it's the manufacturing of it. I mean, there was no real reason for me to try to like tell people a whole bunch of stuff like, oh man, this costs this much for manufacturing and a whole bunch of stuff. But a lot of it, yeah, it has to be manufactured and then it's shipped from the man, whoever puts it together. And on my end, like, okay, let's say you spend $100 on a poster. I'm going to be real with you here. I'm literally letting you in on my business to let you know why I'm trying to figure this out. So when I did the first time and I had everything up, I could make on the cheap end, and this is talking about like cheap, like you basically you would be better off going to Walmart trying to just get your own frame and trying to frame it yourself, and may run a risk of ripping it. That's what I'm saying. Cheap. Okay. So when I was looking at some of the frames, they had some that were really cheap and everything, and they were like $30 to make, or whatnot. And if I sold them for like 50, I would probably I would make like, $20 profit, but they would be terrible. They weren't great. They had piss poor quality. The rating for it was just cheap. People were even saying that I've had more returns than I made money, that kind of stuff. And I was like, ugh, I don't want to be involved with that, because that's, first things first is your items represent your brand, and I don't want my brand, even though that my brand is very small right now, still, I think quality over quantity is really where it's at. Even if I only had 7 or 8 pictures that were, a couple $100 piece, I still think that those 7 or 8 pictures are worth that. But long story short, I tried to go with it, try to do it. Damn, that's not what I wanted to do, but This right here is the reason why that happened. That right there, that little dumbass button. And I have these big ass fucking fingers. And every time the side of my finger will click that button and change everything. But what I'm getting at is this. So the frames that I did have, where it was like 100, almost 150, $200, those were what they considered to be premium frames. Okay, they were like the top tier, a step down from top tier, I'll put it that way, because top tier was almost like $70 per frame. Okay, so these were near top tier frames. I don't want to hear this song because I heard this song earlier when I was working on something. Whoops, sorry. There. Oh yeah, for those of you that may be curious, yes, I have cats on my background. That's my background, cats. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but anyways, martial arts cats. But yeah, so I put the frames up and I was looking at them. I had them, so you know they ran about $55 a piece per frame. Okay, so that's why they were priced that way. They were like $55 per frame, and then on top of that, it had to be the frame. I took a hit on my end. Thank you. AI generated those. Crazy shit AI can make nowadays. But yeah, so I mean I did that, and it came, and then you know it was like 55 for that, and then 20 cents per image I had to pay, which whatever, that ain't no big deal. I mean, you know, it costs money to make money. That's just the crux of business. But the part that was really rough was like, okay, so I have to, for me to even break even, I'm gonna have to charge double what it costs for me to make this. And that's if I just want to break even. That ain't even if I want to really make any like income off of it. Because everything I make off of the Mad Mel studio, the actual studio where I sell my art, comes back to buying equipment, buying better software, buying all this. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to do everything in-house with what I have, so that way I don't have to go outsourcing and try to find other shit, or get other people who are not really really into wanting to invest in the brand. And you know, that's pretty much the main thing right now, is just trying to invest and get it off the ground and get it where I want to go. And where is it I want it to go? I want to be self-sufficient, so I don't have to keep relying on other outside entities to help me with this shit, like you know, Printful and all that kind of shit. I could probably take that in on myself, but yeah, it sucked. And then on top of that, then there's the fees, and there wasn't any reason for me to bark and hem-haw about the fees, because I mean they got fees for everything. I have to take a charge fee that for running a card. If you pay with a card, then I have to pay. They take that out of whatever the lump sum is that I get for the picture. So let's say that you buy a picture for $200. Okay, out of that 200 fucking bucks, when they get done nickel diming and taking every damn thing off me, including my pants, I'll probably get maybe $80, because they're going to hit me. They're going to take out the order for that. And then there's all the nickel and dime shit. You know, there's all this nickel and dime stuff. There's the shipping, the manufacturing, this and that, blah, 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 blah. And then they take their part. Then they also take out tax. And then it's just a lot of shit. And then by the end that it's all done, said and done, you're kind of like, wow, that elephant did a job on me. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of one of those things. But granted, I want you guys to be able to have things, and I don't just do this art because I want to just keep it to myself. I mean, if that was the case, I wouldn't be on here doing what I'm doing. But yeah, I just wanted to touch base and see if that was what would be, you know, considered reasonable in price, because I know that price has always been the biggest issue with the merch. Getting the merch, trying to figure that out, trying to do all that stuff, the price has always been the biggest hiccup with things. You know, it's like, oh man, I want that, but I don't want to pay for that. I don't want to pay that price. And it's like, well, shit, like, I don't know what to tell you. Damn, that sucks. Okay, so I'll tell you what we're going to do with the fishnets. We're just going to do an old-fashioned lighter black. I'm just going to go here, lighten it up, you know, and then we're going to just come in here, and then we're just going to fill it in. Because you can't have a vampire running around with just skin tone fishnet gloves. That's just kind of silly, if you ask me. I just think that's weird, buddy. But okay, thank you very much for the feedback, guys. Really do appreciate that. That was really great stuff, and I'm happy that we haven't lost connection yet. Fantastic. So, yeah, that was helpful. I think the whole group, everybody that was participating in that. Thank you very much for your input. Thank you very much for you know, not being shy and saying something and throwing your 2 cents in and letting me know what you're comfortable with or not in terms of what you would. Oh boy, okay. I mean, that's pretty and all, but that bled everything else out. Okay. But yeah, no, that's very helpful, and I'm very happy about that. So thank you very much. Yet again, this picture will be on sale as well once I get it uploaded. Actually, you know what? We may be able to finagle something here. Save us on a little bit of time. See, I couldn't get these fishnets without the flowers, or at least I thought I couldn't, and I think I actually picked up a brush that will allow me to do this. Because if this is the case, then I will just go over this, and then I will just do clear, translucent looking fishnet, and then go right over everything with that. And then once that's done, that will give everything the clean look that we're trying to go for with, yeah, okay. Let me try this first, and then we'll come back, and then we'll piddle around with that. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to do the red. Yeah, that's it. Look at that. Now, I know you can't say no to that. Now, I know you can't say no to that. Oh, gold? You want the gloves to be gold and red? I could probably do that part gold. First things first, we're going to bleed this out. But I know what the first thing someone's going to say is, how are you going to know where her boob's at if you're going to do that? Simple. Very, very simple. Very simple. First things first, what we're going to do is we're going to come here and do this. Okay. That's on the outer edge of it. Can't really tell. Can't really even see. But to fix it, we're going to have to come back through here anyways with this, with a lighter black, to kind of give the corset a little bit of definition where the breasts are at anyways. So that was nothing out of the norm. I mean, you know, I kind of had to do that. So, all right, let's go in here and let's fill her in. And as you can see here, I didn't really do very much right there at that line. I just stopped right there at that line. And I'm going to try to keep it as close to base as I can. I'm trying not to go over too much. And there we go. Simple enough. Alright, we fill that in, boom, boom, boom. Let's edge it. Oh boy. Yeah, I could have zoomed in. I could have zoomed in if I really wanted to, but I don't feel like it. Well, why not, Mel? Why don't you want to do that? Don't you want it to be clean? Don't you want it to look good? Are you trying to skip? Are you trying to do half-ass stuff? No, I'm not trying to do half-ass stuff. And I got asked also by my mother. She asked me this a little while ago. She was like, "Why do you make those weird voices of like other people talking?" And I told her because that's the way that some people sound when they ask me questions. Now, I'm not saying all of you sound like that, so don't get your ass on your shoulders, okay? Just take a step back and chill out. I'm not talking about any of you guys, but I've had people ask me in the past stupid questions. Like, why do you do this? I've had somebody, when I was doing artwork one time, I had somebody ask me, why do I give women larger breasts? Like, why? Like, what's the problem? I don't understand why you give females such large breasts. I don't see the real reason behind why. Because you know, some women are top heavy, and I hate it for you if you don't have any. I mean, what do you want me to do? Huh? You know, like, if you don't have boobs, don't be mad because I'm drawing stuff that does. That's what kills me, guys. But I don't let it really like affect me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just one of those things. Like, man, get out of here. If that's all that you got to complain about my art, I'll take that. You know, I'll take that. Woohoo! That male's drawing breast again. Oh God, what are we gonna do? Oh man, he put tits on this woman. Oh boy, you know, what are you gonna do? You're gonna stop watching me because I do that? I mean, I hate it if that's the case. But I'm quite sure there's other people. Now, look at that. Yeah. That's nice. And then we're going to fill in her stockings with a little bit of light red. If I can. Probably not. I'm probably going to leave it alone. Probably going to leave that alone and just shade it normally. And now, yeah, that's it. Cool. She looks good. Looking good, kid. There we go. So what to look forward to on the shop. And I know I talk about the shop because it's something that I feel like if I get the right stuff on there, people are going to like it. I want to have some playing cards, maybe a couple of puzzles, maybe a fanny pack or a backpack, little peripheral stuff. And then you'll be able to buy prints. And everything that I've done either for the live show that we're doing here and also the stuff I have done for the time lapse that you see on Fridays will be on there as well. So I have to get your time lapse. Everybody's time lapse is set up and ready for next month. So once I get that done, then I can go back through and finish after I price some of these items. Then I will do another commercial because I already know that you guys saw the commercial. And I'll probably do another commercial and throw that up. And when I do that, then, you know, you guys will be up to speed and everybody will see it. But I might do something special if I can figure out how to do this, because I might do a raffle or something if I can figure it out, because I saw a bunch of shit that pops up talking about, oh man, you can add these extra widgets and shit. So I'm just talking freely right now. Nothing's in stone, but if I can get things to work, then it will be on here. But if that's the case, I want to do kind of a raffle kind of deal. Maybe raffle off something, maybe a drawn piece of work, you know, or raffle off some coupons to the Etsy store. Because apparently I can do coupons. There's a thing to do coupons. I saw that, so I can make coupons for the shop, and you know, that might be something that might be able to be done. I might make some coupons, might do something special. You know, you never know what might happen. I mean, hell, if everything, that ain't it. If everything comes together at the right time, wouldn't that be something if I got the store up and we also hit 100 subscribers, and the first 100 people that became subscribers to the channel get a coupon for, I don't know, like 15% off an item or something like that? You know, it's possible. It's possible. Wouldn't that be something if it happened all at the same time? Hope so. Maybe it will. Maybe it will happen that way. As sometimes things like that in my life happen. It's just strange how shit just lines up sometimes. And I'm unfortunate that's going to turn... No, it didn't turn gold. Good. Oh, good grief. Yeah. But if that's the case, then that'll be cool. And, but then I got to figure out who is who. Because I know that we got some people who are subscribed that aren't notified on here. But doing a raffle would be a little bit better. That way everybody would have a fair chance. Boy, look at that shit. Yeah. Alright, now it's time to shade. But first, no selfie. I just want to find the damn stars. I want to find my dadgum stars. Because I know I had them and I didn't delete it. I guess motion blur brush? No, motion blur is still going to do the same thing. These are all for supernovas and shit. This sounds like somebody doing some damn music for like a school project. I don't like that. I can get rid of that. Like someone doing a damn PowerPoint presentation. That ain't cool. Ain't nobody jamming to that. It's like trying to jam to hold music. Stupid. Ain't nobody jamming to that shit. And if you are jamming to hold music, you got a problem and you need to talk to somebody, a professional. Like actually get you some real help. Because man, you out there living a while. I think maybe I might have lost that brush. I might have lost my star brush when I lost everything. Yeah. That's okay. I'll find something and I'll make it work with something. I'm good at doing that. Nope, that ain't it. Okay, maybe that ain't gonna work. Maybe that ain't gonna be it. That ain't gonna be it either. I need little dots. Spray. Damn. That? No. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. There we go. This is going to be about as good as we're going to be able to get that. I don't know about the, oh well. I tried with the tool. I don't think I have it. Well, if you don't have it, you don't have it. Let's see if there's anything else I might be able to finagle around with. Sparkles are a little too much. I don't know what this is, but that looks like it could be stars. Alright, that ain't too bad. That ain't too bad. Okay, guys. There. Alright, well, damn. I only got 3 people left. Looks like everybody started dipping out a little early. That's okay. I understand. It probably got a little boring. I mean, I can get it. I can dig it. Maybe we'll get some more people back. I don't know if that counter is actually accurate or not. Ah, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Volse. I'm glad that you enjoy it, that you like it. I do too. Looks really good. Alright. Yeah, practice makes perfect indeed, sir. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. To think I couldn't even draw every damn character I drew. Thank you. Yeah, I think I am. I mean, shit, every damn character I used to draw back in the day was a damn box. And now look at this shit. I mean, you know, it's a big difference. Yeah, no, it's there. I can definitely tell you something, Sean, and you can take this to the bank. There's a difference between people who have a natural skill and talent and actually want to do something, and there's other people who just do it because, you know, people tell them to. You can, if you find somebody that likes to do what they like to do because they enjoy it, you can tell. You can see it in everything that they do. You can see it in their work. This goes for everybody here. If you always show your best, if you can, you know. You always want to put your best foot forward. Always show your best if you're able to. You know, that way, because you know, showing your best work whenever you do something, or doing the best that you can whenever you're doing something, is always it's always a good thing to do. Always a good practice. Always try to do the best that you can. Don't try to shortcut yourself, because you'd be surprised how many people are watching. Like the simple fact that you were saying that, you know, practice makes perfect. You've seen me back when I was doing this a long time ago, and now look at it. I mean, you know, that's a true thing, though. You know, practice does make perfect, and you guys just gotta keep trying. You know, nothing wrong with that. And anybody can draw. Anybody can draw. I say that all the time, and I know you guys, some of you I've had conversations with, and I'm like, man, I can't do what you do. And it's like, shit, well, what difference am I doing that you're doing? The only thing that was different is I just kept doing it every single day. Every day. Didn't matter if I was angry, happy, whatever. I just kept doing it. And that's with anything. Just keep doing it. Whatever it is. Whatever it is that you enjoy doing, do it. Regardless if anybody else like it, or if they think, oh man, it sucks, or if it's the greatest thing since sliced bread or toaster strudels. Just keep doing it. You know, eventually one day, somebody, the right person, will see your stuff and be like, damn, you're really good. Or one day you might just look and be like, hey, I'm good with it without anybody telling me I'm good. You know? And that's the thing, you know, support is a good thing, but being able to just have that self-esteem when that hits that one time, that's all it takes is one time for that self-esteem bug to bite you, and you're like, you know what, I'm good at what I do. And that goes for all of you. So I want all of you to know that you're good at what you do, and every day the only thing that you get a chance at every day is to be better than what you were yesterday. So keep that in mind. Always try to strive to be better than who you were and what you were doing yesterday. Because that's already gone. You can't really predict what you're going to be the next day. Because, I mean, the next day is never promised. But, you know, at least you know for that day, if you have an opportunity, try to be better than you were yesterday. If you were an asshole yesterday and you want to be a bigger asshole, then be a bigger asshole. If you want to be nice, then be nicer than you were the day before or whatnot. You know, every day you get a second chance. Every day is a second chance. I just came up with that. So, you know, that was a Mel original. Every day is a second chance. You can do something one day and then, you know, if you have the opportunity to live and have a second chance, you can do something different the next. Always reinvent yourself. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to reach out there and do something new. Don't ever be afraid of that. Alright guys, what do you think? There she is. In her entirety. Completely done. Lady Nightshade is finished. At 9 o'clock. Shit, that wasn't bad. I like her. I like the whole picture. Looks good. Now we gotta... Now the next thing is to sign it. We're gonna sign. Well, thank you, Sean. Alright, there she is. Lady Nightshade's done and done. Damn, she looks good. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Let's save her. Alright. And it is now saving. Woo! Boy, that was something. Look at that. That came out really well. So, let's see. What are we going to work on next? I'm going to go on ahead and close her. We got a new picture out. New. Alright, guys. Your turn. Now, what are we going to do on this one? We're going to set it up and maybe get started with an outline. So, while I clean my glasses, I'm going to let you guys go on ahead and put down what you want to see down there and give me a minute. Boy, got smudged up something fierce. Jeez. Huh. How about some punk chick? Okay, I'll do punk. I haven't done punk in a while. I'll do punk. We need an aggressive stance. I thought I would do something with the house, but that's dumb. First things first, need a body. There we go. So we got a body. We'll scale it about there. Alright, I got that. Let's see. Let's find a pose. I'm finding a pose. Just give me a minute. I'm trying to find something that's punk. I don't have any real like punk poses. No. Even that body style sucks. I ain't really happy with that body type. I have a different body type. Here we go. Alright. Rocker boy vibe. Got it. Alright. See if I got any kind of pose that uses like a guitar or a sword. Let's see. Don't need martial arts poses or fight poses. Okay. So, do you want her to have a guitar? Or do you want her to be moving around like she's about to get in a mosh pit? Because I can do that. Because this pose will be good for that. Because all I have to do is just slightly change the angle. That would be dope. Okay. Alright, I want to have this here like she's doing the rotation. I'll put people in the background. And in that case, we will put... Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Yeah. Mosh pit would be awesome. Yeah, I want to try to do that. I want to try to... I have an idea. Okay, the idea is to set her up and then make it look like there's people in the back, but you can tell that it's a pit moving or about to ramp up. I'm trying to figure out what the perspective is going to be. Chances are I'm probably going to just set it up. I'm probably just going to get this set up so I can do that later because I don't want to finagle this around. Yeah, as you know, mosh pits. Some of you may or may not have ever been in a mosh pit, but I can tell you this much: a mosh pit is nothing to screw around with. All right, get your ass beat almost to the ground. But the funniest thing is, every mosh pit I've ever been in, I've had my face punched and been rocked and any and everything you could possibly think of. You know, that could happen in a mosh pit. And I've had that happen. And yeah, sometimes it sucks. There we go. We got this guy there. We'll have this guy in the back. He's punching. You know, everybody's getting gassed up for this pit. They're trying to get in there. Trying to have as many people as I possibly can without making it too damn stupid. That guy's gotta go. He ain't got the mosh pit energy. That dude's just in the way. You know, that's one of those like Jerry kind of guys. You know, he wears the khakis and the polo and he goes out there and gets his face punched. But he ain't about that life. You know, so he doesn't know. No, because you don't want to discriminate in the mosh pit, but you know, not everybody needs to be in there as well. You know, not everybody needs to be in the pit. You know, not everybody can handle the pit. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If you can't handle it, here we go. Let me see if I can find some people running. I'm gonna find some running, then we'll be in good shape. One, two, three, four. All right, guys, what do you think? Is that a decent amount of people? Almost. Oh, I know one. Because there's always this. I was in that club here in Hendersonville and I got elbowed in the side of my head. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that little spot. Um, Shit. First one I've ever been in that really rocked me really hard. Ozfest 2004. I think 2003. No, 2003. OTEP was playing, and I had a chunk of gravel in my side of my head, like right up here where I got hit, and I hit the ground. Okay, that'll work, Sean. I hit the ground, and yeah, it was weird, man. Like I hit the ground, this guy grabbed me by my belt and picked me up, and I was like, "Thanks." And then I headbutted him, and then this chick punched me in the nose. She didn't break it, but she hit me pretty solid. And I mean, we were all just wearing the shit out of each other, man. I mean, it was, oh God, it was great. But I got my lips split and got fucking punched in the head. I got punched in the face. I got my ass beat, basically. But it was worth it, and I enjoyed every minute of it. I'm too old for that shit now, though, man. I probably can't mosh like I used to. Probably nowhere close. There we go. So this one will be all the heavy hitters, and I'll put some background people in here to give it kind of some transparency. So we're going to bring this down to make everything kind of translucent so we can work with it. Boom. There we go. Now, what we'll do here, because this is probably going to be in some type of like outside venue or something crazy. So I'm going to put the horizon line right here across everybody. I don't really care because I want to just, I'll erase that once we get started. There's a horizon line of where everybody's at, which works really well. And then we're going to bring the upper horizon line of where the rest of the people are going to be at. Same here, I'll be in September, yeah. Yeah, we just can't go hard like we used to. I mean, we did when we did, but, you know, it's just one of those things. Time changes and people get older, man. Can't take the abuse. Well, I wouldn't say I can't take the abuse. I can take the abuse. I think it's more of the recovery time takes much longer now than before. Now we change up the size. There you go. How's that? Some transparency there, you know. Give it a little look of there being a large crowd of people. Some people closer than others. Maybe if I can get this to do what I wanted it to do. There it is. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, what you guys think? What you guys think? You guys like what's going on here? You like it? Tell me in the chat. Vol says, this is what you were looking for, bud. This is this kind of what you're looking for here in terms of like people, the crowd, the amount of people, how many people are there, what's going on. Awesome, thank you. Alright, Sean, thank you very much for that. Look at that shit. Yeah, that's a pit. Now, that's a mosh pit if I ever seen one. You got everybody back there blah blah blah. She knocked that dude out. That man's laying on the ground. Okay, we got ourselves something here. And I'm doing this part here not because of the fact that we're going to try to jump head first into this, but I'm doing this because the fact it's going to help me out when I start drawing. So I want to do this real quick, and then I want to do this. So I have a general idea of where the stuff is at, where their legs are at. Some of these guys are going to be wearing. See, the funny thing is being in the being like in the whole goth scene. I've been in punk shows. I've been to punk shows, alternative shows, and I can tell you there's a difference between punk shows and there's a difference between going to a metal show. You go to a punk show and they'll do all this like whirlwind and arms and shit. You go to a metal show, you're gonna get your face smashed. Someone's gonna bash you in the head. And I like going to metal shows because it's very primitive. I mean, you know, nothing gets your blood going like you headbutt another human being. Like, I'm being serious here, guys. Just listen to me for a second. You grab another person and you bap them, and then you get bow, and then boom, and then you run into a bunch of people and knock everybody over, and you grab them and pick them up, and then you punch them in the head, and you get kicked and kneed, and people are just running around smacking the shit out of each other. It's real primal stuff, but then the music stops, and they get ready to go to the next part, and you just kind of pat and dust each other off. Hey, man, you all right? Yeah. Is your nose broke? No. You know, you okay? Yeah. Man, you got a heart, kid. How old are you? I'm 12. And I'm like, all right, cool. You know, like that was, I don't know, man. I guess that was just a certain time to be alive. Because I don't think that that's something that that'll kick up again. Or if it's still going, don't ever stop it. Because that right there, just the power of being in a moving organism with other people, listening to music that got you so pumped up. You're literally beating each other because the music is so intense. Like, I mean, I don't know what you would call that, but it's pretty cool. I mean, you can't mosh at like a rave or anything like that. Now, there's a difference if you go to a rave. There's something there that you don't get anywhere else. But each type of music has something different and affects the brain differently. Like, I can tell you, I can't listen to Meshuggah without losing my damn mind. I can't. It's impossible for me to listen to Meshuggah. I don't listen to it with anybody else unless if they're with it. Same thing with Slipknot, because Slipknot is something. Now I'm going to say up to the 4th album. After that, I just, you know, I wouldn't say I don't like them, because I've been a maggot for years. A maggot is a fan of Slipknot, so that's what that is. Oh. Hey, I like this song. I'm surprised this came on. Hey. I like the beginning part of it, and then as it goes on, it almost sounds like some type of damn like seminar music. Like if you ordered this today, you can blah 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 blah. But I like how it comes in. But anyways, yeah. I don't know, man. I got caught in a moment, and it just I don't know. I miss it. I ain't gonna lie. Let's name this. We're gonna save this as. We're gonna do Punk Girl Party Time, I guess. Let's see. Whew. Alright. There we go. Punk Girl Mosh Pit. Cool. You guys saved? What'd you guys think? Yeah? I need to take a break for a second. Oh, Boy. All right. Yeah, that's going to be an awesome picture when it gets done. There's going to be a lot of mohawks and a bunch of crazy stuff. It's going to be great. I'll even have a band playing up or something. I'll have something going on in the background. But let's go on ahead and hit intermission real quick. Man, I was going hard on that drawing, man. I ain't even stopped. I went hard for, damn, almost 2 hours and 30 minutes. I was just going strong. So, not bad. Not bad. Oh, man. Woo! Oh, sorry about that. Man. Trying to get back in the groove after being away for a minute. It takes a little bit of time. Tell you something that's crazy. Apparently there's an El Nino coming through possibly Tennessee sometime in the next, I don't know, 2-3 weeks at least. Or at least I saw that on the news, but you can't really go by everything on the damn news. You know, not everything. But, man, guys, this was awesome. I like what we did here. Is there anything that you want me to try? I think this is probably a good place to stop tonight. Oh, man. What do you guys think? This is a good place to stop for right now? Or do you want to keep going another 30 minutes? Because, I think this might be a decent spot. Just getting back to it, picking back up, because I know on the weekend I'm going to be hitting that stream really hard, and I got to do these time-lapse videos. I need to get those done. So, unless if anybody's got another request that they want before I try to cut loose early. Yeah, the historic flood of 2010 was really bad. That was bad. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, the flood of 2010. For those of you that ain't here in Tennessee, practically the whole Middle Tennessee part of the state ended up flooding really bad. It was raining so bad it literally flooded almost all of Nashville and pretty much almost the surrounding areas of Nashville. It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. But because the fact that Middle Tennessee is a bowl and it's basically like this. It's a valley. Okay, so it just swoops in and it comes up. And it sucks because of how it does that. But regardless, Tennessee ran through that. They had an issue. They had some problems with it. The Corps of Engineers kind of fucked up a little bit on that part, but they were able to kind of redeem themselves a little bit by trying to get it fixed. Took a while for them to fix it. The mall was screwed up for a while. There was a lot of mess, a lot of unnecessary shit happening, but it's back up. And like Volse said, no need to pull extra. Still resting. Yeah, trying to get myself back in order. You know, it was a long drive. That was 10 hours, man. Yeah, 10 hours split up between two people is still 5 hours apiece, you know. And, yeah, I mean, I think I did quite well. I was going to be an idiot and try to stream the night that I got back, but I didn't because I really wanted to. Because, you know, I wanted you guys to wanted to try to keep up, you know, keep up with what's going on. I know that that's important, but yeah, I think I'm gonna cut loose a little early, 30 minutes today. I'll go harder on the weekend. I think I'll probably start at the same time, but Sunday, depending on how I'm feeling, I may start early, I may not, depending on what's going on. if I don't start early, I'm definitely going to start at 7 o'clock like usual. But I might go until like 10:30. I might do extra 30 minutes per game stream depending on how things are going with the game. So if you guys don't mind watching me build and explain what's going on in V Rising for a while, then I will. Some of the other games I'll come back to later on. Just keep in mind that whenever I come back to another game, I may have made some progress as I've been playing it. It's hard to just not play a game. You know, I could end up playing it not on stream, but if I do come back and I am playing it, I'll explain where I left off and where I'm at. So, I think that'll work. Well, anyways, guys, I thank you all very much for being here and being a part of the stream. Thank you all. If this is your first time here, or if you watched the show and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We want to hit that 100 mark so I can get my daggum name. I can actually have my web name, so it'll be easier for you guys to find me. That's really what the hiccup is right now. If we can just hit 100 subscribers, YouTube will look at me as being a legitimate streamer, and I can actually have my own Madmail illustrations at youtube.com. I can actually get that, and that'll be a legitimate thing. I will have that as long as I have over 100 people subscribed to me. So not only do I want that, but once I have that, I can actually do more, and it will be easier for you guys to find me, especially if you're new. Please subscribe. We got so much neat stuff that I like to do. I know I talk a lot, but I talk a lot because the fact I got boards, I got post-it notes, I got damn notepads, I got all kinds of shit sitting around my desk. I'm always writing and sticking stuff. Side of my computer is a glass computer. It has a glass side, and it's covered with post-it notes. I can't even see it. I have to take them all off. So you see, this Mad Mel is for a reason. I'm a mad scientist of art and entertainment. So, but anyways, I thank you guys for being here, and we will see you definitely on Sunday, 7 p.m. Central Eastern Time. If you are in a different time zone, maybe 8 o'clock when I start. You know, I can't remember how the time zone shit works, but anyways, we'll be playing some games. Have a good time, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your night and have a good Friday and Saturday. Enjoy yourself. Get out there. Get some sun. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter what you think you have to do. Or, oh my God, if you don't have to work and you ain't busy, just at least just go outside and just get you some sun for a minute. It may be hot as hell out there, but just get you some sun for a little bit. You'll feel better, I guarantee you. And if you get a chance to swim, go swim. Ain't nothing wrong with just jumping in a pool. But anyways, like always, love you guys. See you later. Bye.